Hello friends, I'm back. I'm going to do a quick review or unbagging of the Deuter 40 plus 10. So this is a 50 liter pack from Deuter. It's the Act Lite. Now, I had a really tough time deciding if I want to go with this one or the next size up. Now, a couple of things. I know a lot of people overpack, and I don't want to fall into that category. You have to haul all kinds of extra junk around. If your bag's too big, then you can run into that trouble. Another thing that's very attractive about this pack is I read that some people are actually carrying this one on the plane. So if you get the next size up, it's a bit difficult to do that. But if you have this 40 plus 10, I understand some people can fit them on the plane. So hang on, let me measure it really quick to give you an idea of its TSA compliance. So before I bag it, it is roughly 12 inches wide. It would be whatever depth it is with your stuff put in it, but at a minimum, we're at around 5 inches deep. And then roughly 2 feet tall. So give yourself that food for thought. I think it would fit under an airplane seat. So let's see here. This is 5 inch when the hip belt is compressed down. Now, I love REI. That's where I buy most of my gear like this. However, this came from Amazon. There's a good reason for it. And REI, if you're watching this, you might want to take note. You had one hideous color on your website. And this was not even available in the store. So I looked on Amazon, I looked at the return policy. And this particular vendor on Amazon does allow returns. So if this does not fit me, or it does not fit my gear, I can return it in exchange for the other one that I was looking at, or another pack that they have. So I'm going to be very careful, of course, with the packaging here so as not to damage it. Now, there's a little tag here that comes on it, how to adjust the aeronaut system, or whatever they call that. There's how to pack it. Now, Deuter is a German brand. And I'm very excited because my background is actually engineering, and the Germans are just like Marvel engineers. I mean, we got Werner von Braun. He came from Germany, and he sent us to the moon. That's pretty gosh darn cool. So I had the chance to try one of these on. Now, I think it's so funny in the ads. They say, "Oh, this pack can only hold 30 pounds or 40 pounds. Dude, the guy that I tried his on, his pack was like probably 80 or 90 pounds. It's full of beer in the backcountry. So I don't know, maybe the threads pull out or something if you carry too much weight in them. But that said, his looked brand new. It was this exact same pack, and it was, I think he says, over 10 years old. So with that, let's cut that to it. And I'm actually going to pause this. So we have opened it. It's got your traditional stuff. You got a bag down here, a compartment down here for a sleeping bag. You got a middle compartment. You can look at all these reviews online and get this. You got kind of a hidden goods compartment. You put your wallet or whatever in there. Then you have a top pouch. This has a key loop. You can put a key on there, easy access, or maybe like a little flashlight. You can find your clothes in the dark. And inside, see, this is the expandable part. You get an extra 10 liters there, or you can just tuck that away. Inside, we actually have a spot. What you can do is you can put a camel bladder in here, right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a mesh back in here, right there. It'll secure the 3 liter, 4 liter, whatever you get, water bladder, and it comes out up here and comes down. There's a loop to hold it. Then your adjustable chest strap goes there, and you have water right at your source. And if you're really savvy, I did another review. This is a Sawyer mini filter. You can put that in line with your bladder, or you can just filter the water into the bladder. That's what I do. At any rate, I'm headed for the backcountry, and this is going to be my setup. So I'm going to pause this, and we're going to pack this bag. So my friends, welcome to my house. This year I want to go light. Last year I got too big of a bag and I just went crazy. So This is the first time packing this Deuter Act Lite 40 plus 10. Right now the compression straps are all the way down, so I've done some things. I bought a new bag. This is a Marmot's Nano Wave. It goes down to 45 degrees. The cool thing about this is it packs into this just dinky little thing versus my old sleeping bag, which went down much lower, goes down much lower, still have it, but it takes up a tremendous amount of space in the bag. Now, I'm not going to use a compression bag for this because one thing you want your pack to do is when you're in the backcountry, you want to have it kind of filled out. So the other items will stuff in around this. So the bag goes in there no problem, actually. I also bought a Nano Wave camping pad by Thermarest. It's an inflatable mattress, and I tested this out. This is the large one, and I have to be honest, it's more comfortable than my bed in my house, my pillow top mattress and all that. So I'm probably not stuffing these in the ideal location, but I'm just trying to get an idea of the space for right now. Let's close this up. I may also need to get some sort of water protection. They sell a rain cover for this, but I did not purchase that outright. I don't know if I want to wear a big poncho over everything or how I want to handle that. The next thing I've got here, I'm a photographer, so I don't normally hike with hiking sticks, but I found a tripod that uses these and an extra pole. You can use a tent pole or the pole they supply. Tent pole might not be the best, but it makes a tripod for a camera out of your hiking stick. So really cool. I got to figure out how these loops work. I think they just go like this. And this system, people rave about it. All you do here is this, and you have secured one pole and the second one. Now, you're going to pick fun at me for this, but I bought the women's carbon trekking poles at REI. I looked at Black Diamond, I looked at a bunch of brands, and I really settled on these. And why did I buy the women's? Well, the only difference is the length. And the men's were, you must have to be 8 feet tall for those things. I don't understand why anybody would need such a long pole. So the women's are lighter, they're smaller, they fit right on the pack there like that. And I think that's how that works. Next, I have some pants here. Let's put those in there. I also got a Jetboil flashlight. This thing is unbelievable. Put that in there. The can of fuel actually goes inside, but I didn't have one right now that fits the Jetboil, so we'll put a can of fuel in there. Pair of Exficio underwear. I wear another pair on me. The tent, I'm not sure if that will fit inside the bag. So typically what we do is one of us carries the poles and the other guy carries the tent itself, and you don't put it in the bag. You just stuff it inside of your backpack. So this will fit, but I'm going to have to open through to the bottom compartment. So there's a piece that separates these, and we'll have to open that up. I hope this video isn't getting too long. You're kind of watching me troubleshoot and put together this bag as we're going here. So I'm just going to make this into one big compartment, which should be fine. And we're going to stuff this tent in here. It is a North Face, I don't know what a Tafora 22 is. I've had the tent for quite a while. It's very lightweight, at least I think it is. Maybe there's lighter ones now. But it's a 2-person tent. It's got plenty of space. It's for the backcountry, and it weighs in at 5 pounds. So that's not too bad. Between 2 people, that's 2.5 pounds. Now a nice single-person tent is something like 2.5 pounds. So I think it's a pretty good deal. I spent quite a bit of money on it when I bought it. I got to undo the tension here on these compression straps because we are expanding out the bag. See what we can get down in there. And the tent's in, so that's good. There's not there's room in here. I still got my camp stove. I got that now. It's about where the pack is at right now. Let me pause the video. I'm going to get one more thing. So this, before I do, if you get a low temperature or a high temperature bag that's stuffed small, you may want a liner for it just to be safe. So in case the snow comes in on you, I'm going to be up in the Yukon, so let's put that there. Here's my black diamond headlamp. I'm just throwing stuff in here to get an idea what this will accommodate. So this is probably the most terrible pack job you've ever seen in your life. I forgot, yeah, you want to take a water filter with you, right? That'd probably be something you put in the top. But I want to just see how much room this thing has in it. So I got a Sawyer water filter mini and the backwash cleaning kit. Just throw that in there. And I am a photographer, so here is the two batteries for my camera. Just throw those in there. Typically I'd have a separate bag for everything. This is a 5D Mark II with a pretty hefty lens on it. It's about 5 pounds. That fits quite nicely as well. And I still have some room. Of course you want room because I have not put food in here yet. Here's a cap. I'll push that in there. And let me come right back to get an idea of how much more room I have. So this is my old sleeping bag I was talking about. And I'm curious if this pack will fit this bag yet with all this stuff in here. And we can get an idea of that expandable portion on the top. So let's give it a whirl. I'm just stuffing it in there. See where we get. Now, this is probably the worst pack job in the world, but cinch that shut. Now, the top does come up, like so. And these straps here will lock it on, tighten it down. And let's do this other strap here. You're watching me troubleshoot and learn this bag as we go. Okay. This part here does come apart if you want to put a jacket or something in there. There's a little mesh liner. You can do that. Let some there out. Yesterday's socks, kind of gross, but that's how you do it. We also have some pockets in the side here. I did not utilize the pocket up top here. Probably put some maps or you know, a snack up there you can grab really quick. And that is it. I think this will do the trick. We're going to be in the backcountry for 4 days. I might do a week-long trip. If that's the case, on a separate occasion, that tent will have to be cinched down to some of these loops on the outside. There's loops here and here for tightening stuff to the outside of the pack, and there's also loops on the top. So I could put some stuff on the outside, and as I eat food down, put it back on the inside. So I think this pack will do the trick. I'll do some more reviews when I get out on the trail. And I would like to say, if you want to pick one of these up yourself and try it out, go ahead and click the link below the description. I'll show you exactly where I got it on Amazon. You can check out everybody else's reviews on there. And if you have any questions for me and how it's working out for me, make sure to go ahead and put those in the comments below the video. I do make a few cents for helping out with these videos. If you buy a pack like this, I make a couple bucks. So I want to thank you for that. I can do more reviews, more videos, answer more questions. I'm more than happy to do that, help you out. I had a really hard time sizing this, and I still am not 100% sure, but I think this is the pack for me. Hopefully it's a pack for you too. Go ahead and ask your questions below, and I'll make sure to answer those. Otherwise, pick up a pack like this, go to Amazon, click the link, and tell us what you think about it.